Sometimes when the world feels insane, you can take a little peek inside of Rachel's little brain. All these thoughts are swirling round and round inside. So join us on this journey as we take a little ride. We'll talk about dogs and kids and things. We'll talk about chicks and tampon strings. We'll talk about boys that'll make you cry. We'll talk about death, 'cause people die.
Welcome to Broad Ideas.
We're back.
We're back. How many weeks have we had off of post?
I mean, it feels like only one.
This is a beautiful studio.
Oh, yeah, we're in a different space.
We are in a
right
different
now.
space. Talk about it. Tell the people.
This is just our new space that we'll sometimes shoot and sometimes we'll not.
Can I tell you guys something really,
Always.
really valuable? People did not like not seeing Rob in our posts. It was a thing. People writing in like, where
You mean like we didn't
is
have
Rob?
posts at all?
'Cause
And
we
they were
didn't
just
have
like, where's
posts.
Rob?
We took the summer off of post because we were all gone.
Yeah.
Well, the summer's not over.
Sure.
We took
But
a
we
break.
took our summer vacation already. We all did.
Well,
And now we're back. And we're gonna just do this episode with us
and a
as
special guest.
Yeah.
So people, you get more Rob.
All they want is Rob.
Yeah. They're like, everything's great, but where's Rob?
Where have
He's
you been,
here.
Rob?
I've been all over.
Do tell.
I drove from LA to Chicago, then stayed there for a couple of days, and then drove back Chicago to LA.
How long did it take? Where'd you stop?
So the trip out, I took Calvin and my dad,
Wait, your dad was along for the whole trip?
my 80-year-old dad.
I didn't know that. Did
That's
you know
really-
that?
with.
Yeah, that was a last minute switcheroo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to come out and do it because he loves road trips.
That's
as
really
well.
cute.
Really cute.
So you rented a car. You didn't take your
Rented
electric.
a car. We did on the way out. We left 4th of July. We did the Grand Canyon. We did Arches,
Nice.
which was great.
It's awesome.
So that was like the first 3 days, and it was 110 to 120 degrees
My goodness.
That's
every single day.
horrendous.
Yeah.
It's hard to get out and do things.
Did you camp or anything? Or
No,
you
no,
just,
we were
okay.
just
Did
a
Rob
hotel.
camp?
At a hotel. But then we went into Telluride from there.
Oh, pretty.
Which, like, after 3 days of desert heat, we had like a 8 o'clock dinner. It was like 65 degrees out in the middle of
Oh,
the mountains,
wow.
like outside. Was perfect.
Sounds cold.
No, it wasn't cold. It was great. You could wear a sweater and you were fine.
Okay.
Then we popped over to Denver. Stayed there 2 days. I took Calvin to Red Rocks to see the Avett brothers
You
and Dawes.
did? Are you serious?
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen that.
Mandy was out there with Taylor for that.
She was. Aw.
we,
Pregnant and all.
Very pregnant.
That's cute. Red Rock. So, wait, where is that?
That's Morrison, just outside of Denver.
Right. Because that looks like such a cool venue.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just happened to be there when they were coming through.
That's awesome.
So Calvin had a blast at that.
He loves his concerts.
Yeah. And then between Denver and Chicago, there's not a lot of stops.
Mm.
You did hit up a Cracker Barrel.
So what do you do?
Well, so what we did, we left Denver, stopped at Mount Rushmore,
Right. We saw lots of gift shop pictures.
did
Yeah.
that, and then continued to Sioux Falls.
Were you in just a regular car?
Yeah. What were you?
No, we were in like a
Like an
Ford
SUV?
Expedition.
How did
Oh.
Cal? I know that Cal got sick, but like normally he can't do very long distance in cars, right?
Yeah, I mean,
He just can't watch
it
an iPad.
varied, like, Arches to Telluride is like 3 hours.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's just like no iPad. And
Yeah. Because he
Right.
gets motion sick.
yeah. He threw up in the car only once on the way out
It makes me want to vomit.
into a bag.
You're always prepped.
Yeah. And then in a Starbucks bathroom, he threw up on the way out in Denver, going through the mountains. And then from the hotel to Meow Wolf, which is like 10-minute drive, he got out and puked all over the
Poor
ground.
guy.
But that was
It was like blue slushy and
and Rob shared it with everybody.
yeah.
He sent pictures.
We can
all
pop
were.
it up. But no puking on the way back.
That's
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
So no iPad. So you have
No
a kid
iPad.
on a road trip. They can't watch anything. What do you do?
He was like great. He was just playing in the back.
Just sat there.
He had like these little Lego things, and
That's great.
I let him get keychains everywhere we went. So he was like
Aw.
fighting with the keychain.
Great.
He's normally not very imaginative,
Mhm.
but found it somehow.
That's actually
He was like so
they're
bored
more if you give them the space to be, right?
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like
Um,
yeah.
We never do iPads in the car.
Briar never. Not like
Not in the
not
car.
that she hasn't ever, but like that was never a thing. And I always made it a point to listen to things, even shows she was watching when she was a toddler. Like we'd play Peppa Pig, just the audio. So
Yeah,
she'd
yeah.
get used to just listening to things.
Yeah.
Well, you get music too, and he did get really into Armchair Anonymous on this trip.
What?
He like kept asking
To listen
to
to
listen
it?
to it because that's our weekly like caller stories that are different prompts. So like,
Wait, are any like super inappropriate?
I mean, I didn't play the
Sure.
inappropriate ones.
You knew which ones to play. Okay.
Yeah, I knew which.
What was
ones.
his favorite?
He thought the pooped yourself ones were hilarious. And he liked the wild animals ones. So there's like a shark attack and a bear attack, and
Really? And he liked listening to that.
yeah. I mean, I could like see his face in the rearview mirror, and there was like times where he like was covering his mouth. and-
That's cute.
That's really
So we went
cute.
through a bunch of those, and except he couldn't remember the name of it. He kept calling it Broadcast Studios. And he was
Okay.
like,
Just
"Can we
'cause?
listen to more Broadcast Studios?" And
I think he was trying to say broad ideas.
Yeah.
I think he wanted broad ideas.
maybe.
Wait, so how
Clearly.
long did that whole trip take?
So that was like 6 or 7 days till we got to Chicago.
Oh, wow.
And,
And
then,
then-
we stayed a couple days in the suburbs
Yeah.
with my parents. And then Natalie and I went into the city without the boys.
So Natalie flew out.
she
with
flew
Vincent.
out.
She flew out and met us there.
Got it.
So the day we
Oh,
got
that's
there,
cool.
she arrived with Vincent.
That's so nice.
I was going to say, how did Cal do without having his mom?
He,
He's fine.
I mean, they were fine without us also for the 3 days we spent in the city.
I
They were-
wasn't worried about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we thought both of them maybe were going to have more of an issue, but there were
They
enough
were
toys
fine.
and enough cousins and
Yeah.
Nana and Papa.
You just left
so-
them, and that was that.
There were 2 tornadoes in Chicago near our
Ooh,
hotel.
That happened?
2 nights in a row.
Chicago?
Not really,
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
new?
I don't think
but
of
no one cares. Like we were walking back from dinner and
the warning went
sirens
off.
are going
Yeah.
off. It's not raining yet. And people are just sitting on the patio
They're like,
waiting to like eat their food. And the first night we were at our hotel and we were like on the 9th floor and it's like big windows and it's going off. And we're like both rule followers. So we're like, are we,
You
we
and
should
Natalie?
go. Yeah, we
Yeah.
should go somewhere, right?
Right.
So we didn't take the elevator, walked 9 flights down,
Wow.
got to the lobby. No one cared. Like restaurant
did
still
anything.
open. The like receptionist still just sitting there.
Huh.
And we
It's
like
pretty relevant with Twisters coming out.
I made that joke that
You did.
they
You're
might
like,
be
this
doing-
is good PR.
It's a
promo
PR for
the movie.
Twisters.
But it was crazy. Like trees were getting ripped down.
Oh, you
It was-
actually saw it like pass through.
no.
No.
He's like, I watched it on
It was
News?
just very
Yeah.
windy and very rainy.
But it's always windy in Chicago.
Here, I'll show you.
Okay. Have you
uh,
ever been through a tornado,
Tornado?
warning? Like, have you heard it?
No. Mm-mm.
It's pretty like eerie and ominous.
It is. I've been.
That scares me because I was in Arkansas recently and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, I love it here. And then everyone's like, yeah, we just had 3 tornadoes. I was like, I want to go home.
This was like out of our window.
Lightning,
Lightning.
wind. Yeah.
But you see the trees are like
I see the
going
trees.
nuts.
They're dancing away.
And then all around the city was just like wrecked. There were like trees and stuff ripped
Wow.
out of the ground. And we saw one on a car, like a whole branch that came down and took a car out.
What about you being away from the kids when that was happening?
That would freak me
They were out in the suburbs. They were near
They
us
were, yeah.
in the city, not out there.
Got it.
So it was
You know
fun.
what I find the most fascinating about this whole entire story? That you and Natalie are both rule followers.
Yeah.
I didn't know that people referred to themselves as that.
Oh yeah, I'm a rule follower.
Yeah, you are. I don't know about you. I don't know that I call you a rule follower.
Rule follower?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, okay,
Oh.
let's put you through the scenario. If
Yeah.
you're on vacation,
I think I would be a rule follower.
She would be.
Jeff would,
Yeah, like,
100%.
we're watching-
would be anti-rule.
Yeah.
we're watching TV and it's like a tornado warning.
Yeah.
Seek shelter immediately.
I'd
Get
seek
away from
shelter.
windows. Go in the basement.
This fear-based lady over
I would
here
seek
should be the first one in the
shelter.
basement.
Yeah.
I'm only afraid of those kind of things, though.
But she's really afraid of those kinds of things.
But
I don't fuck
At-
with Mother Nature.
at a 12-story hotel, like I was like, I don't even know that a basement's safer.
Jeff would be out
That
there
collapses.
reading. He'd take his book outside and be like, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a rule follower, abider. I walk to crosswalks, you know?
Oh, you do? I
Mhm.
don't always walk to crosswalks.
That's almost a regional thing though. Like California, it's very like
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. But I
it's a
know
spectrum
they've
across
also
the
like,
country, I think.
yes. And they've also like different places. It's more of a
Like New
thing.
York,
Yeah, of course.
wherever the fuck.
I don't walk to the crosswalk in New York.
That was one thing being back in Chicago. I forgot that like drivers are so aware of pedestrians that they get so close to them.
Mm.
And like coming to LA, they stop. Like you're on the sidewalk anywhere near a corner, cars are like way more aware of you. In Chicago,
Really?
they're just like rolling through stop signs and
Yeah.
like
Oh, wow.
they're going through the crosswalk as soon as you pass their area. Like they don't care at all.
So going through all of those different places, do you feel like when you get back to LA, are you like, oh, home? Or do you ever get the urge to be like, oh, I would like to live here or try this?
Oh.
Or
I mean, LA feels like home now. Chicago's changed so much
Right.
since we left. And like even the people that we have back there, there's fewer and fewer. So,
weird.
but then, yeah, so the drive back, we did Lincoln, Nebraska, Chicago to
Oh,
Lincoln, Nebraska,
Springsteen.
Denver again. And I took Cal again to Red Rocks to,
And who did you see?
Dr. Dog was there, which is one of his favorite bands. So he was like singing along and like he had the
So
best
cute.
time at that.
Did your dad go too?
No, he sat
Not-
out both the concerts.
Okay.
But he drove back with you.
He
as
drove
well.
back, yes. No, he sat back while I drove.
You drove the whole trip.
Yeah. Then Denver to Santa Fe to see some
Oh, Santa
friends
Fe.
that live near Santa Fe that have 2 little girls that Cal got to play with. Santa Fe to Sedona,
Nice.
which Sedona was
Hot.
no, but it was beautiful.
I love
beautiful.
Sedona.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
going through Flagstaff to Sedona,
Yeah.
I think was one of the best parts of the drive.
Really?
It's like kind of Utah-y
Mhm.
with the big rocks,
Yeah.
but then also like forests and mountains.
Oh, wow.
That sounds fun.
I love a road trip.
I want to, I want
want
to
an RV
I want to
trip.
do it in an RV though.
My
Yeah.
dream is RV cross
Yeah.
country.
We didn't go to Cracker Barrel. I just took that.
You just took the
You
picture.
Well,
phony.
So what I was gonna do, I took the picture of the night we got into Sioux
Did you
Falls.
go into the general store?
So I took the picture of the night of Sioux Falls and sent it. She didn't even respond.
I thought I did. See, sometimes I respond in my
I was
mind.
gonna go for breakfast and I was like, oh, Rachel doesn't even care. I'm not gonna bother. And then we just left.
Oh, they have really good pancakes.
I cannot believe you did not eat at Cracker Barrel. I'm offended.
We should have responded.
You should have
to the-
showed some.
I thought I
The-
did. I do that
picture.
all the time. Like I respond, I'm like, oh, that, and I don't actually text it,
You just say it
and
to
I
yourself.
forget that I don't text it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I can't believe you didn't even go in.
I mean, we passed.
Did you not
we
even go
passed
in?
so many.
You didn't even
No,
go
I
in.
didn't go. It was closed when we got in,
I'm hungry.
and
Crackers.
it was open when we left. We got up we left 7-8 a.m. every morning
Mm.
on them to
You were on a sketch. Did you have it all printed out?
Yeah,
Did you have it
He had an
PowerPointed?
itinerary.
I
for
had it
sure.
on my calendar.
Calendar? He had it in his
Uh,
calendar.
I had it in my calendar.
I had it in my calendar, and we stuck pretty much to the driving blocks I had in the calendar.
I believe
That
it.
is
It's
bananas.
impressive. It's impressive.
really
is what
is.
it is.
it
yeah.
was it was good.
But that's a trip of a lifetime when you have your dad and your son, 3
That's
generations.
really
That's really
special.
sweet.
And I recorded with Calvin and my dad. My dad telling his story and
Oh,
talking about growing up and when his dad
Stop, you're
passed
gonna make me
away and
cry.
yeah.
His
That's
dad
really
the one that
cool.
drove the car into the
No, that's
Stop.
my
That's your other
mom's
grand.
dad.
Oh,
His dad died when he was like 14,
young.
15.
Oh no.
That's one of the things I think that is missing in our culture is having that 3-generation home. Like, like blue zones, they say that's one of the things that
Right.
keeps people living longer, happier, healthier lives. But also, I think in our culture, we don't look to our elders as much for wisdom and life stories. And we're not doing as much of that anymore. And I think that we spend too much time focusing on the youth. And I think it's really good you did that. And I
do
think we
too.
all should do more of
I
that.
found out a whole bunch of stuff I didn't know.
Really?
Yeah,
And you haven't
Does he have a
reported.
girlfriend?
my dad, yeah, currently. My mom listens to this.
I know.
So it's perfect. Yeah, I didn't know my grandpa played like semi-pro baseball. I had no idea.
See,
No
this is so
wonder.
cool.
With your White Sox cap on.
I did see a White Sox game while we were there.
You did? That's a really nice
This
trip.
is a great trip.
It was
I'm
yeah, it was a
jealous.
long 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. When did you get back?
Last night, yesterday.
Oh, wow.
You got back yesterday?
And you're
and then
functioning.
and then went to Matt's concert last night.
Wow. You
Wow.
got back yesterday.
It's impressive.
Yeah, we left Sedona at like 7:30 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
Did you get any crystals? Did you feel the energy of the rocks?
So Calvin got really into crystals
Good.
this trip. It was not in the like, I don't know if it's in the energy way, but it's
well,
in the,
what other
is.
way is there?
but we'd get into like a gift shop and he'd be like, are these crystals real? And like, why? They're only $5. Like, can we get a bunch of these? And then
Aw.
I got him one and it like chipped and you could see that it was just like coloring. And
What do you mean?
we got like a cheap one.
Oh.
It was like
He got it
it's like a
Cracker
$6
Barrel.
one that was like painted and it had like dye on it. I mean, he got another one later. Don't worry, because we went through the petrified forest.
You did?
Between Santa Fe and Sedona.
Man, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
But I need an RV and like, do I really want to drive it?
No, you get a big car and
Just come with us.
and you're fine.
Yeah, come with you guys.
Yeah.
Get a big car and there's hotels.
I know, but I love the RV
I like
experience.
the RV experience.
I'm really like deep down, you guys.
We know.
I know.
Or outdoorsy. You can rent RVs.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, I
people.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Rent an RV. What do you?
Well, because like the one I would want is probably a bigger one. I don't really want to drive.
Drive it.
You
Yeah.
get
Well,
a
there's
good
a
bus
certain
driver.
you can't. There's a certain like size until you need a special license
Yeah,
to
yeah.
drive one. So you couldn't get it like so.
Well, we
big.
don't need to go that
You can get
big.
like a Sprinter van thing.
Sprinter van. Yeah,
Well, I've rented one of those to take
Yeah.
Calvin camping.
that would be nice.
And we forgot to turn the like water on or something for the toilet.
Oh
So-
no!
It smelled terrible
Oh,
by the
no.
end of that one.
Gross.
I don't see you doing like the outdoorsy type thing.
Well, it was like a nice one, so that was why. But we had a tent and it was just like Temecula.
Oh, okay.
We had rented a like
Temecula. He got a
piece of-
sprinter van to go to Temecula.
a piece of land. Well, it was like Memorial Day weekend or Labor Day weekend, and we did not plan it ahead of time. So the only place was like some guy's farm. The guy was like living in his house, and
so
there,
weird.
and we just like went up on this hill with this RV and put a tent up. And
Just you and Cal?
Temecula.
my other friend Matt. This is the third Matt that we're talking about
Jeez,
today.
you got a lot of maps.
You got a lot of mats.
Came
What's
with.
up with that?
Interesting.
Very.
Okay, Olivia, what have you been up to?
Not that. I don't know what I've been up to.
You went to 2 film festivals?
Yeah,
I did.
You and Nadine have been partying.
We went to film festivals. That was really fun. And then
You
Jeff's
fell in love with Arkansas.
absolutely. Have you been to Arkansas?
Mhm.
Have you been to Bentonville?
I think I have been to Bentonville
It's
actually.
so freaking cute. There was great restaurants. It was adorable. And then we went to Redwood City. And then Jeff's family was just here. And then we still have another trip. But yeah, it's been a lot of life.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar. I love IQ Bar because, listen, I need a lot of help getting my brain going in the morning. And thanks to IQ Bar, it makes it a little easier. Start each day right with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. Their ultimate sampler pack includes all 3. Get 7 IQ Bar flavors, 4 IQ Mix flavors, and 4 IQ Joe flavors. And today our listeners get an exclusive offer of 20% off plus free shipping. Just text ideas to 64,000. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. All IQ Bar products are entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial sweeteners. Whether you're running a marathon or running errands, IQ Bar empowers doers with superior brain and body nutrition. Refuel smarter with IQ Bar's Ultimate Sampler Pack. That's 7 IQ Bars, 4 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. And now our special podcast listeners get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus get free shipping. To get your 20% off, just text IDEAS to 64,000. Get your discount. Text IDEAS to 64,000. That's IDEAS to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. Broad Ideas is supported by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Tropical Smoothie Cafe believes you deserve a little vacay every day, not just once a year. Get on Tropic Time with bright and refreshing smoothies, tropic bowls, wraps, and flatbreads from Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Summer mocktail smoothies are back and more refreshing than ever, and only here for a limited time. Head in and try the fan favorite Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, or Watermelon Mojito smoothies today. You're on Tropic Time now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Fan fave summer mocktail smoothies just hit the pool deck at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. I like the Island Punch smoothie, peach guava, passion fruit, mango, and pineapple. I instantly feel like I'm on vacation, and better yet, a tropical one. Enjoy sunshine by the spoonful with the acai bowl from Tropical Smoothie Cafe. One bite of the tropic bowls from Tropical Smoothie Cafe, and you'll instantly feel like you are cabana-side. Join Tropical Smoothie Cafe for a pineapple, mango, and watermelon soiree all summer long. Grab a refreshing Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, and Watermelon Mojito mocktail smoothie and meet us poolside. Visit one of Tropical Smoothie Cafe's 1,400 plus locations or order online or through their app.
You guys. Oh.
Here we go.
Her storyline is way different than mine. She's
The
like,
enthusiasm.
she's on like day 2 of the vacation. And
So this happened while I was away.
Uh-huh.
I get a call. No, it's bad.
wait, have you guys seen each other since?
No.
So, but
She
you've
doesn't
talked.
know this story.
Oh, you haven't talked?
No.
Oh, you've been out of service. And,
Yes.
Okay.
Shepherd got beat up at school.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. I can't even tell you
Hold on.
the
Wait,
feelings.
he's in school right now?
So he was at camp. Sorry.
Okay.
So he was at camp, and I get a call from Jeff, and he's like, well, Shepherd got in his first fight at school. And I was like, what do you mean he got in a fight?
He's 5.
He's 5, and he's like special needs and like vulnerable and tiny. And so I talked to Elliot, and he's like, Mom, it was so bad. He said, because Shepherd will play fight. He'll go up to you. Like if he saw you right now, he'd come up to you and like play fight you. It doesn't hurt. He's not actually hitting you. So apparently this kid was like, I told him to stop and he didn't. He
And then just beat the shit out of
beat
him.
the shit
What do you
out of
mean
him.
beat the shit?
How
You need
old
to
was
say
the other kid?
exactly.
He's older than him. I don't know how old. They can't give us the information.
Oh, they can't tell
They won't-
you who
I know
did
who it is because Elliot told
Let's
me.
publicly what's his name?
I will not say his
Hold
name.
on. How old is he?
He's like 6 or 7.
To older
He's older than Shepherd
and bigger.
and bigger.
What do you mean
Yeah.
beat him? Like what
So
do you
this
mean?
is what Elliot said.
Wait,
He's
and you're gone. You're
gone.
out of
I'm
town.
not there. Okay. And Elliot's like, Elliot was so affected. He was like, Mom, I came
I
over
can't.
and he goes, I saw this kid using extreme force. He was like, he was socking him, kicking him on the floor. Shepherd was on the floor. Elliot was like, he was bright red, crying hysterically, covered in dirt and being plummeted. And he was like, I went up and I started screaming like, get off my brother. And he separated him. He's like, Mom, I took him to the bathroom and I washed him.
Stop it.
Okay. Do you understand? And I'm not home. And I was like,
I can't.
no, it's little Shepherd. He got
can't.
his ass kicked
I
at school.
can't.
And I was like, I don't know what like the answer is here because I can't contact the parents. I can't whatever.
Why not?
They're not allowed. I mean, I guess I could now that I
on
know
your own.
who the kid's
The
parent
school can't
is.
divulge information, but if you
Why can't
know,
the school?
it's like, I don't know.
I think it's like a lie. People could get hurt doing that. Like if people could retaliate or whatever. But
Yeah.
he was scared to go to school after that. I got home and I was like taking him to camp and he's like, no, I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to get hurt. First of all, the fact, like imagine being that parent though. Like your kid beat the shit out of a special needs kid at school. Like, I don't know what to, oh, Ray, don't make me cry.
I'm trying.
I know. I can't, it's going to make me cry. And then, like, we're not allowed an aide because they don't think he needs one. And so now I have to petition and be like, but he does. Like, I get that he's not a danger to himself or others, but he's vulnerable and he's not safe from other people being that vulnerable and not having someone with him. He's this big. He's so tiny.
I can't. Elliot cleaning him in the bathroom.
Oh
like,
my
I
God. You
can't.
guys should see, not only that, you should see the video of Elliot the next day. Jeff's sending me videos. Elliot's in the garage punching the punching bag
Stop
and
it.
working out and
Stop
doing
it.
weights.
Playing the
Stop
Rocky
it.
theme song.
Legitimately, you guys, I'm going to show you the video. It will break your heart because Elliot's like,
What?
like trying to get buff. He's in the gym now working out every day, trying to get buff to defend Shepherd.
What is what your brother's around for this too, right?
Yeah, I said, why don't we just have David walk him into school the next day?
Yeah. What is your
Seriously?
brother?
I haven't talked to my brother because I was gone and then he was gone when I got back. But like,
Is he training Elliot?
I mean, my brother
He needs to.
needs to train Elliot. I felt really bad. That broke my heart more than anything. It affected Elliot so much. He kept bringing it up for days. He was like, Mommy was so dirty and red and crying. And if I hadn't have gone in there and washed him, I don't know what would have happened. Like,
I think there's a serious conversation that needs to happen with the school.
yeah, there's going to be. I mean, I definitely am going to have a conversation. I feel bad because I do love all the people there and the staff and
the school.
yeah, it's just,
He needs an aide.
yeah, he needs protection.
But also, I think there's a way to talk to the kid's parents if you know the kid that did it.
You know what's so sad is that when I picked Shepherd up after dropping him off that day, because I was like, I had a talk
After it
with him
happened?
after it happened. I said, you're going to want to stay away from him, give him his space. Please don't interact with him. Like, just, whatever.
Did he understand? Like, was he like?
So he knows because even if I'm like talking about it in his vicinity, he comes up and reenacts it. And he's like, I got hurt and he was kicking me in my stomach. Like he was kicking him in his stomach.
Did anything happen to this kid? Did he get like punished by the school?
Yeah, they called in his parents. He got
Yeah.
punished. But so when I dropped him off the next day, he was so scared to go. He was like crying. He didn't want to get dropped off. He was like, I'm going to get hurt. I was like, you're not going to get hurt. And I talked to them, make sure he stays away from him. So when I picked him up the next day, he came running to me and he was so happy. And I was like, oh, he's happy I'm here. And he said the kid's name. And he was like, he said sorry. He said sorry.
He did?
And he was so happy. It like broke my heart. It's weird because I could tell he had empathy in a way. Like he didn't want there to be that friction.
Well, he probably didn't understand that it wasn't going to happen again, too. And
Right.
it was probably a release to.
Yeah, it
see
made
that
him
this kid
feel
cared.
better that the kid came up to him and said sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was my song. And then I couldn't even process it because we saw this film called Daughters. It's a documentary.
You told me about this.
It's one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. It's about these children, these girls who get to go into prison and have a father-daughter dance. And it's the most heartbreaking, beautiful story. Like, I think it's going to be on Netflix soon. It's a worthwhile watch and it's heart-wrenching. But I had just gotten out of that movie when I got that call and
Oh
I was
my God.
already like thrashed. I need a crystal from Arizona.
You
You
sounds
need
like you need
lot.
a vacation.
We're taking
You
one.
need it. Yeah. They are taking a vacation.
Yeah.
I did feel that after this trip of like,
You need a
You
now I
need a
need a
vacation.
vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Time.
not doing any other vacation?
No, we're gonna. Yeah.
What about you,
yeah,
Miss
Rachel?
Rachel?
Are you allowed to talk about any of your trip?
Yeah. We traveled for like over a month. First, we went to like my family's home on the East Coast, which is our favorite. Love it. We were
It's
there
a
for,
Coastal.
Did your
trip?
brother go too?
yeah, my brother
And the baby?
my sister-in-law and the baby. The baby went for the first time.
That's like a hang out on the beach type trip.
It's a beach town, yeah. It's the best, and we've gone there. I mean, my grandparents vacationed there when they were kids, so it's like been in the family forever. Both my grandparents are buried there.
Do you go to the grave
We do.
while you're there?
I didn't go. My mom went this time. My uncle also passed away a couple years ago or a few years ago. He's buried there too now, and it's so weird because you save your plot. Like my aunt's name is already on the tombstone.
Oh,
Because
that's
you have to
wild.
I know. I'm like, Aunt Carol, like, don't you feel weird
kinda
about that?
weird.
She's like, no, whatever. It's a little weird. Yeah. So so we do that. And we did that for 10 days. And then we
That's
went.
a long time. 10 days.
Yeah.
That's a long
Because
time.
2 are travel days and like you have to fly and then you have to drive like
Yeah,
a
if you're
couple
going-
hours
Yeah,
and like
the
so
time
2 of those
change.
days are washes.
Do you all stay in one house?
We do. We stay in the house with my cousins and the kids.
Is it a house that's in your family or you rent it?
No, it's my aunt and uncle's house
it's their
since the
house.
80s.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they've had it forever. And we all stay there with my cousins. And like across the street, there's a family that's always been there too, and their kids. And they're like, it's like a
I
whole
love it.
block party. Like the kids are playing in the street with the lightning bug. I say lightning bugs.
Lightning bugs
What
is
else
right.
do you
People say
call 'em?
fireflies.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
always a debate. I grew
Oh.
up lightning bugs
Yeah,
because
lightning
Philly,
bugs.
my mom.
lightning bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they stay out, and they're on their bikes and they're playing with the ball and there's, and there's
Love
like
it.
not really any technology, like no iPads really, and like go watch a movie,
It's great.
It's so ideal. So we
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
spend as much time as possible. And then we went on a vacation to the lakes in Ontario, which Muskoka, there's like a bunch of, there's like, I don't know about a bunch. There are a lot of different lakes. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
You guys, I read that like if you can like visually see water like where you live, your stress level is reduced
I believe it.
greatly.
100%.
that's why you have a pool, right?
My pool.
That's why I turned
No.
the faucet on.
That's why my bathtub's never
Yeah.
emptied.
It was so nice, you guys. Like I am such a fan of lake life and being on a Briar is a little adventure seeker.
Junkie.
Like tubing and whatever. Like she wants to go the fastest, craziest. And I'm so down for that stuff. But there was this one, and so I don't know if you call it a tube because it's like the Superman one where you lay down and you just hold on and
Yeah.
you're like flying. You guys,
Did you fly off?
no, I did not fly off.
Did your bathing
But
suit
that's
fly off?
why I injured myself.
Oh, jeez.
No, like you're holding on so tight. I was sore for like 3 days after because you're whipping around corners.
I don't
was
like it.
up in the
Mm-mm.
air. My hands are the only things. I'm like flying, my legs flailing, like trying to hold on for dear life. And Briar's just laughing. My legs trying to keep her on. Like it was so chaotic. Oh my God.
Do all the adults do it or is it mostly
No.
a kid thing?
Mostly kids. And
Like, is it
adults.
mostly for like light little
Adults
kids?
do it.
They do.
Adults, well, no. The kids are always on. But if Briar's on, you can go full force, like crazy.
By herself or do you have to be with her?
No, not by herself. These were all like,
But does she wear a life jacket?
yes, of
Okay, good.
course. Are you kidding?
All right. All right.
Absolutely. I wear a life jacket if
Me
I'm
too.
tubing,
Yeah.
of course. But anyway, it was just so funny and it's just so cute because she really loves adventure. She tried water skiing again and she got up and like, she'll love the wave runner or the jet ski and go as fast as possible, hit all the
So fun.
It's so fun. I love it. I just love that she's so down for that stuff.
That makes for a good summer.
It's a good, it was that was ideal as well. Like
Did
the
you
lake.
get recharged?
N-
Being gone?
Did you get a break? Did you get to like
sort of.
relax and...
You know what?
Did you get to turn your brain off a little bit?
I got to read and like hang out. You know, you're
That's
still
good.
full force because when you're with your kids, like you're
I
always,
know, there's no
you
break.
know, there's no like, but it was still wonderful.
Good.
And there were no obligations like you have to be here and you have to do this and you have to be on this meeting or
you could wake up whenever you want.
Yeah, and she sleeps in like, but I
bless
wake
her
up way
heart.
before her. No, it was really such a nice time. And you know, you were talking about like the 3 generations or whatever. Briar got to spend 3.5 weeks with her great grandmother, who is she'll be 98 in August.
That's amazing.
That was the best part. Like, got to actually stay in the house 3.5 weeks, like full on time with her great grandmother. And that was really cool because I love that lady myself.
That's great.
Yeah. So that was really nice to see. And yeah, we didn't stop. Lots of things, lots of activities. Yeah.
It's a lot.
It was a lot. And we were away for a long time.
You really were. I was like, I don't even know you anymore. It's weird when you're gone that long.
No Wi-Fi, no service. Like,
I honestly
did. I mean, we would
did.
text.
Like, I would
It's
check
just
in.
not the same.
But I made a conscious effort. You guys, like, I would not bring my phone
It's great.
everywhere. There were so many times where Briar's like, Mom, take a video, take a picture. And I'm like, I don't have it because I didn't want to be on it, you know? There were a lot of like game nights and things and board game. You know, it was just really, that was really nice. Game shows. She loves watching a game show. She loves Supermarket Sweep.
How does she feel about Family Feud?
so last week,
Yeah,
we made our debut.
we sure did. And Rob, you really brought down the house.
You were still putting this all on me?
Of course.
100%.
We lost every single round, not just mine.
We did not lose every single round.
Well, we stole one round. We lost every round.
Did
Well, we would have won.
Well, so we went on Family Feud
yeah,
a couple months ago.
we did.
It was fun.
We
It
made
was
some
fun.
lifelong friends
We
that I can
did.
say we will be friends with. Super
Absolutely.
great people.
Yeah, we played against amazing people.
But also
Yeah.
they practiced. We went in
You
like
didn't practice.
they practiced buzzing.
Oh, they practiced.
See, I really screwed the pooch in the practice round before we started when they were like, come up and I was so on it that they got so scared that like Walker smoked me in the first round.
Ooh, we lost.
Yeah, I
we
got
lost
smoked by his wife.
every single buzzing round.
Yeah.
You think you're moving so fast
Yeah.
because you want to
Leah
make
got
sure
one.
that you go
Leah
to the
got
end of the
one buzzing.
Did she
question.
beat them?
She got one buzz, but she gave the second top answer.
Okay.
What was it again?
I forget. And I thought Rob was going to seal the deal for us.
I thought he was going to
literally-
bring us home.
Didn't I turn to you and say, he's
Yes,
going to
you
take
did.
his wife?
Yeah,
And we got this. We're about to win.
but he didn't say wife.
He did not say
Well,
wife. But
I
what
got-
he did say
I got tripped
was
up.
Obama.
Obama.
I got tripped up. I got first the question started with God.
Shane really threw
So
you.
I went like straight to religion and was like, fuck, I come from a very religious family and I'm going to like have to answer something about religion that I don't know much about.
It wasn't religious.
Well, I know, but the question started with like after God. So I immediately just went like, cool, this is a religion question. I need to get this right. And then he answered Oprah.
Yeah.
So I had totally changed where my
he threw you.
train of thought was.
But it wasn't even up there. So
No.
it shouldn't have thrown you
I know.
enough to like
it should have been like, don't
follow.
go that direction.
It should have been like,
There's
oh, that's
nothing-
not the right direction.
Listen, I've watched Family Feud my whole life.
Okay.
I know normally
You were nervous
how to
up
answer these
there.
questions.
He got flubbed.
Yeah, that was a moment.
That was the
in
pivotal
time.
point, and that's why
I
we
mean,
lost.
kind of. We lost.
What was Leah's answer to?
Jesus.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
No, but actually, looking back, so many people are like, I would have said that too.
Obama? Yeah, a lot of people.
No,
I've
not
asked.
one
person
Obama,
would have
not
said
one
Obama.
Person.
I've asked
No.
so
Wait,
many
did we
people.
say? Did we set it up? What it actually
No,
was?
I've asked so many people.
It was like
and they
second
were,
to God.
Everyone
Nobody
was
said
like,
Obama.
What is it?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Whose
Second
voice
to
would
God.
you listen to after God? Like second to God. He said Obama's. He's not even our president.
I know. I'm aware.
But you know what? It did make for an epic, lifelong memory and story that Rob said Obama.
He said Obama. It's okay.
We sent Rob
It's okay.
an Obama
I
figure.
have it in the other room.
You
Yeah.
do?
You do? It should be
for his
out
birthday.
here.
And you said you already have one.
It was fun though.
We had fun.
It was so fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I
we
didn't.
need.
I mean,
I do want a
I didn't get
rematch.
to
I know, we
say
need to-
anything.
we need to go back.
to like
We-
answer anything.
No, we lost it. Like
Oh no, we
the
didn't
only
get
time.
any round.
No,
The only time was we would huddle, and then we'd argue about.
No,
which,
and nobody would be like, yes, it's this. And then I'd be
I
like,
did.
"Bleh."
Well,
I did.
To be fair, it was already like all the easy ones, all the layups were said by the time it got
Right.
to us.
Right. We were not in an easy position.
No, and I think maybe
we were
should've-
not in a winning position.
No, we
We
lost
should've-
every buzzer.
We should have maybe prepared a little more for it.
There's no preparing. We've all watched Family Feud.
Did you
we just
watch
needed
leading
to be,
up though?
I will say this: that everyone sitting at home watching Family Feud is way more cocky than they deserve to be. Because I've watched that show my whole life, like
Oh, like we
very
got
cocky.
this. Yeah.
I'd be like, it's this, and I'd always get it right. When you're there,
No, it's
They
very
also,
the
like,
pressure.
It's hard to think of your feet.
terrify you
I will
before
say-
you go.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
I think that's what
That
got
was
me.
like too much. I
That
was
was next
honestly
level.
purposely trying to tune it out because I'm like, this is going to give me an anxiety attack. Like, I
Yeah.
know how to play. I know what you do. But when they like are like, and you have to, and you can't. And I'm
I
like,
felt like they were teaching me how to fly a plane, and if I got it wrong, we were going
Gonna
down.
crash, yeah.
You know,
I will say I was less nervous about being there in the audience. Like it felt
when you went on stage, you're saying.
yeah. When you're on stage,
When you were on
everything
stage,
is
I felt
totally
fine. But
tuned out.
backstage, I thought I was going to have a panic
Backstage.
attack.
Yeah.
yeah,
But then still being up there with Steve answering,
yeah,
that's when you get more of
little anxious.
the
I
pressure.
don't know. I didn't feel anxious with that. I loved that. Like that made me very excited.
I was really sad though because when he would go talk to the audience, I couldn't
Oh,
hear
you
him.
can't hear him, what he's saying to the audience.
Which I
And
found
he was being really funny.
Yeah, he was being so Steve Harvey about it.
Yeah, he was
You
in a
know?
mood.
He's a
He's
mood.
a mood.
for
Steve Harvey
sure.
is a mood.
I wanted more of him. I'm like, I felt like we didn't get enough of him.
Yeah.
Well, they do so many. Like,
Yeah.
I think they recorded like 4 or 5 that day.
That day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's going through it.
He's
You know what
awesome.
it made me realize? I think I would love to host a game show.
Could you
Hey,
do,
you
though, like,
say it first.
5 of them in a day like
Yeah.
that? You know,
Yes,
you can
because it's
keep
one
that energy
day,
up.
which is a normal like shoot
Yeah.
day on set, but you have so many done.
Yeah.
And you're like, great.
It was a good vibe on that set
This
too.
is
Yeah.
a good vibe.
Like
Everyone
it's like
that
a
worked
good
there.
time. The whole
It was
energy
great.
there
I
was
loved
great.
everything about it, and
Yeah.
I can't wait to go back.
I can't wait to host.
I can't wait to host.
If they let us back.
You're not allowed back
know.
after
I
your
wonder if
answer.
they'd let us back.
Do
Someday.
they have returning guests?
Didn't they say like John Legend and Chrissy Teigen were recording before us, and
Yeah.
that was like their second or third time there.
Oh, okay, let's do it.
All right, we're going back next season.
Next season,
We're going to redeem ourselves.
redemption.
Or we just
Oh, we're
put
gonna
you in a
all-
wig and we change your name and we go on as regular, not celebrity. Do they do regular still?
of
Yeah.
course.
Well, so the thing
Well,
is,
no, because every
Yeah, they
time
do.
I've looked, it's
It's
like
Celebrity Family
celebrity.
Feud.
I'm
No, they
like,
do.
why is
no, they have.
they shoot the regular one in Atlanta. So the other thing
Oh,
Oh,
is
they
like
do.
the celebrity one's easier. Like they want us to win.
Right. Well, you're playing for a
For a
charity.
charity.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we had no
Easier?
excuse. Well,
I
yeah.
want to do it again.
I know. We were really.
That was me practicing my buzzer. Do it. One.
We're
two,
gonna-
three.
Leah was the only one that buzzed first.
Yeah, but then her answer was a little boo boo.
I forget what it was, but it was the second most popular, and it was very
It was
disappointing.
Jesus.
No,
Jesus.
No, that was for my
That
question.
was for his question.
Oh,
But we will practice when we go back.
dang it.
We will practice
Okay.
and we will win.
If there's any other game shows that would have us, I mean,
You know,
is there? Let's do it.
oh, maybe
Rachel.
there are. But originally, I think you were supposed to be next to me, and you would have been in the middle, and maybe that was the real problem.
Hmm.
Our anchor.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
If we could do it all again,
what if we got like
Let's do it again.
addicted to
you
game
guys,
shows?
let's play Family Feud on here next time.
Ooh, we should have done that. Just the three of. We're gonna
What?
play again. This is so stupid. Displays categories.
I love categories.
Loves categories.
All right. We have a special guest today.
Oh,
Yes, before we go,
You can do this is the love of your life, so
yeah,
you
the
please.
love of my life, Matthew Logan Vasquez is going to grace us with his presence.
We're very excited.
Matt played in this band called Delta Spirit for a while, and he's in town with his family. He's going to come play a couple songs for us to
We're very lucky.
end out our summer,
yeah.
return from summer. And
I mean, summer's
Return
not
from
over, you
It's
guys.
not over.
it's over.
We're going to have more summer
What
stories.
do you mean? It's not over. It's still warm.
I mean, it's pretty much over.
No, it's not. We still
It's
have
over
things-
for you and us.
Yeah,
Oh, it's over for you. Okay.
Yeah, it's over for me.
Got it.
Yeah, it's over for
We'll
you.
still have summer things.
Our kids don't go back to school yet, though.
Sure.
No.
They're at camp, so it's the same thing.
Just Briar has a camp for 2 weeks. Yeah.
But let's welcome Matt.
Let's do it.
Let's welcome Matt a few times.
Matthew Logan Vasquez.
Support for Broad Ideas comes from Seed. I love knowing what I'm putting in my body, and when I get to do it so easily with Seed, it makes me a happy person. Whether you're off to the pool, hiking, or traveling this summer, you're bringing your microbiome with you too. The 38 trillion bacteria that live in and on you, especially your gut, are essential to whole body health. Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic benefits your gut, skin, and heart health in just 2 capsules a day. I really love knowing that the capsule I'm taking loses nothing from door to digestion, and there's no chemical coatings. So what I'm putting in my body, I know, has all the good stuff and none of the bad. This is so easy. For me, easy means I actually do it. So everyone, please, if you want something to add to your day to make you feel better and know that it's good going in, try Seed. Support your gut this summer with Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic. Go to seed.com/broad and use code 25broad to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic at seed.com/broad. Code 25broad.
Hey, gals.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Fancy seeing you here.
Yeah. It's like,
I wasn't ready for that. I took a sip just as you did that. How's it going?
oh, it's great. I've been traveling around with my family doing house shows just so I can give my wife and kids the experience of touring the Western states.
No way.
What does that
Yeah.
mean, house shows?
So this guy, Dave Bazan from Pay to the Line, really popularized it in my genre of music, like indie rock music. But you reach out to your fans, you set up your own ticket, and then you go play these tiny house shows. And the ticket's a little bit more expensive because it's really intimate.
You mean house?
Yeah,
Someone's
yeah.
home.
At
literal
someone's
houses.
house. So one of your fans will
Oh, that's so cool.
offer up their home and be a big shot, and
When's
bring all their
Rob
friends
hosting?
over.
You know what? You guys.
It was super cool.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so funny. I
Yeah.
was
Oh
my God,
just
that's
thinking last
amazing.
night because we have this big, like, kind of concrete thing in our yard.
yeah.
And I was like, we need to have a live band in our yard
You
thought that
should.
last
last
night?
night. And then I was like, people don't do that, do they? And
They
then
do,
here,
in fact, do that.
you should come
Yeah.
play in
Wow.
my yard.
She has a concrete
Sure.
thing
I
in
have
her
a
yard for you.
concrete slab.
Well, yeah, and some electricity, and we could do a show.
Yeah, little lights, little fire pit.
Oh yeah, you just make a
It's a
whole.
vibe.
You nest a venue out of the backyard and make it really great.
Well,
I've never heard of this before.
It's
neither.
so much fun, and
That's
it's
cool.
a great opportunity. When I'm on tour, it's usually the same major populous cities,
Yeah.
but you end up going to places you'd never imagine doing house shows. I took my kids and my wife, and we played in Orcas Island and
You-
up in the San
I've
Juans.
been there.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah, imagine just playing in the
Santa,
woods with a
I
bunch
know,
of people.
No,
Sorry.
it's gorgeous. So
Yeah.
you get to take your family.
Mhm.
Now, are you driving around?
Yes.
In what?
Ford Transit. So it's basically
Yeah,
the
so, okay.
American Sprinter.
Yeah.
And then
That was my question. Is
yeah,
it like, yeah,
we built a cozy bed in there. We don't really camp. We're not the camping type. We like
a
hotels.
glamper or a
Yeah.
hotel?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the kids like the bed. When we're on really long straight drives, they can get up there and take a nap or most of the time they're on like one's on Minecraft and the other one is just watching Frozen over and over and over
How
again.
old are they?
Yeah.
3 and 8.
Oh, wow.
So the 8-year-old is having these seminal memories where we're stopping and getting the junior merit badges or the junior ranger badges you can get at the national parks.
Yeah.
Which are really fun. It's a free collectible. Adults do it, but we had this great day there. Rob was also went to Arches. We
met up?
just missed each other.
Are you kidding?
He was in Denver going to the Meow Wolf while we were in Santa Fe at the original one.
Meow Wolf. Is that where Cal puked?
After the fact. Yeah. Oh, he puked before. Yeah. That was the purple puke was crazy.
It was pretty epic.
It was from a slushie from the mall beforehand.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
cool.
we just missed you.
Yeah, it was a bummer to miss you.
Yeah, you guys should have planned that better.
We started to, and
then he messed it up a little bit.
yeah, I had a joint birthday party with some bandmates because all our birthdays are in July.
Really?
So we,
When's
Happy
your birthday?
July 10th. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Cancer?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Can't you tell?
She usually can.
But yeah, we do this. We did it last year, and we decided to do it again. Where we have this really beautiful river access where we live in Wimberley, Texas, and all our friends drive out from Austin, and we, get in the water, have a little barbecue, and
Do you tube?
yeah. Oh, you can totally tube, but we have
Tubular.
yeah, exactly.
No, like that's my dream.
I love
a
tubing.
river tube.
Me too.
Oh yeah,
Me too.
come
Yeah.
tubing.
Don't say it. You don't have to say it twice because I
Okay.
will be there.
We have this amazing tree swing that's pretty
You have a
epic.
tree swing and a river with tubing.
Mhm. Yeah,
See,
Is it weird if I come moving?
yeah. You guys can. You
What a
guys should come
dream.
visit.
Well, you're renting out your other house, right?
Yeah,
Soon?
yeah. So you can just leave Los Angeles and live like a
speaking of
hermit.
the other house, though, can you tell us about your house?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we bought the world segue. We bought the world's cheapest house, or the region's cheapest house that we could buy. The only one that I could get a loan for, and it ended up being this small town English teacher, my friend's English teacher, who had committed suicide in the house. And so the first words I said when I walked in the house, staring at the body-shaped bloodstain in the carpet, was "Who died?" And the realtor got really quiet. And
Wait, it was
No,
actually
that's
still there. This
real?
is a real story?
yes, this is not a fake
I thought
story.
you
This
were-
is a
I
true
thought you
story.
This
were
is the house you're in
joking.
now, not the one you're building.
This
right?
is the house we're in now.
It
Yeah.
was still like
It
that
was
when you
still
walked
like that
in.
when you walked
and you were
in?
like, "Ha ha, who died?" And he's like, "Actually,
We were so desperate to get in the housing market that
Stop it.
we just went for it.
there was blood on the carpet, and you
We
were
got
were
rid
like,
of the carpet.
Wait a minute.
I don't
was
know
there
that I could
any
see
energy
something
in
like-
the house?
oh my-
Yeah.
Was
There's-
there?
Yeah. So that, well, it's tough to say because I was on mushrooms.
Okay.
So, and
When
I
you
was
went to look at
isolated.
the
So
house?
like anything. Yeah, when I was at the house. I have a couple ghost stories, but yeah, this lady, she's a creative writing teacher, so a musician moving in's kind of nice. And it was right before we moved to Oslo for a stint. My wife's Norwegian. And I was by myself recording this record, and I started writing this song, and I was like, pretty good, huh, LaDonna? That was her name. And the temperature in the room dropped
Stop.
like 10 degrees. It was just like, ah. And then I just started speaking audibly because I'd been by myself for a while.
On
and
mushrooms.
again, on like microdosing-ish mushrooms. And then I demoed the song, and then I sat down to date the song. I made Trader Joe's orange chicken, and I was watching Vice News Tonight. So like take you back to the, mid-teens. Yeah. And then I was sitting, eating my like dinner by myself, and I hear in the other room my really expensive U47 microphone fall down from the mic stand. Like it was held in by rubber bands. It was really secure. And the fact that dropped just
supposed to do
scared the living shit out of me.
Oof.
And then I picked up the mic and I'm like, hey, like just talking audibly. But I took like a horsehair brush and I cleaned the capsule, and I'd been meaning to do that. And I reseated this tube from the 1930s and just got that in there and put it all back together. And the microphone has never sounded better. So that's kind of cool, right? But yeah.
You're like, thank you.
Yeah.
LaDonna.
Yeah, LaDonna. There is this other story though, real quick, about we had a neighbor. His name's Kenny. His nickname's the Rattler. He's from Milwaukee. So he talks like a full dude from, he's like, oh, hi, but dresses like a cowboy. And he passed away in February. He was
Oh no.
my best friend, Frank, he's 75. He was like one of the guys that would hang out at this, in our neighborhood. We have a 4-car garage honky tonk. And my kids go there.
I mean,
Yeah.
They watch our kids and stuff. And like Frank makes frozen margarita, like virgin
Yeah.
frozen margaritas for the kids. And they have
I
a
hope
popcorn
so.
machine, of course. And Timo's my youngest. He's 3. He's listening to music all the time. But this guy passed away. And they had put a framed photo of him above a pair of congas. And my 3-year-old stared into this photo like it was Ghostbusters 2. Like Vigo. and all of a sudden he just started screaming and being like, I see Kenny playing the congas, because he was like under these congas and he could see Kenny in the honky tonk, had like manifested it. And since then, this scene, there was this photo of him in a music video that we had shot in the honky tonk, where Kenny's going like this, hi. And he started emulating that, and still does it, where he's like,
no.
does this weird,
Oof.
unique, no, it's really sweet. And he's kind of like he's coming to like this really funny understanding of what death is. And it's Martha really tried to, subdue the fear by saying Kenny didn't die and he's in Kansas City. But now he's like obsessed with Kansas City. Like that's where you go when you die.
Oh, you go to Kansas City.
Kenny's in Kansas City.
Oh my god.
You're like, I'm going to go to Kansas. He's like, no,
Everything's up to
no.
date.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
really, he thinks Kenny's cool now, and like
That's
ghosts
so
are neat.
crazy.
That's cool.
I don't really believe in the ghost thing.
What do you mean? You
To
got
be
so many
honest.
experiences.
I know, right? But I think that the human experience is crazy. I'm open.
You're on my team. We
Yeah.
have this fight all
Oh,
the time
boy.
on the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, I think that the power of suggestion is incredible in humans, and
I
like
believe in ghosts, but
that's cool. Yeah,
I always tell my son, because he gets scared, and I'm always like, if you see one, please come get me, because I've been looking my whole life
oh yeah,
and I really want to see a ghost.
That's cool.
So now it's like a fun thing, and it's not scary for him anymore.
That's cool.
Except for my one son talks about the man with one leg that comes and yells his name.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that doesn't feel good.
You're just
No.
like,
Because
no
I'm like,
pirates.
what's that? Like,
Well,
that's so
It
specific.
happens when you tell them to look for ghosts.
Totally.
Well, I didn't tell Shepard to look for ghosts, only Elliot.
Yeah,
All right, well,
young minds are so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to play?
No.
Rob's cutting
You
you
want to
off.
talk about ghosts? No, I'll play some. You're so.
Are you flirting with him?
We've been
I
flirting
know.
since the day we met.
This is what I'm
Wait,
seeing
how
a
did you
different
meet?
side here.
Did you tell
We
us
met
the
at
story?
a different podcast. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, I don't want to hear this story.
But we met right before the pandemic, and then I was like, or we met before that because you shot my
Yeah.
show at the Bootleg. But we did this podcast, and I was like, I like this sarcastic motherfucker, and I want to be his friend. And I just started calling him my boyfriend out of nowhere, and then things actually
Aw.
got really
Love.
serious.
Look at him.
serious.
He's
Totally.
trying so hard not to. You were trying so hard not. Look at him. He's
Yeah.
trying not to blush and smile.
Yeah, this piece
Your
of meat,
boyfriend. That's really
this
sweet, you
Midwestern
guys.
steak.
I really like this love story.
Yeah.
This Midwestern state.
Well, we over the pandemic, our
Bromance.
our bromance and our like both of our
Families.
families like became really close, and we started playing a lot of code names over the pandemic. So like remotely, we would stay up, and it was like, oh my god, these are our friends. These are our only friends that we get to see and like hang out with.
Yeah,
for a
and then
period of time.
we did Christmas in Texas with
Mhm.
them
That's right.
2 years
Yeah.
ago.
And
with
so
the
Martha and
ghosts.
Natalie are
Yeah.
close too.
We're gonna do a
I
Norwegian
mean, it's mostly us,
Yeah,
You guys are
not
the.
Martha and Natalie.
Oh no.
they like each other though.
Yeah.
I hope so.
But I mean, like the fireworks are
tolerate
clearly
each
the
other.
fireworks
No,
are.
no,
We
Mar-
see the sparks right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
clear what's
Witnesses.
happening here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's
Okay.
see you play.
It's
Okay.
hard to stop talking.
All right. This is an old song. I've been redoing a lot of my old songs in that honky tonk I was talking about
I love that.
with Frank and my Texas band, because just trying to rediscover the feelings of those songs and just kind of my life story and putting it all under my solo musician guy tent too. So that's that's why I've been playing these old ones again. Here you go. Hold on to my hand, never let go, never let go. We were just two kids acting tough. Well, then we grew up. Well, me not so much. All the other guys that you've seen are nothing compared to me, because my love is strong and my heart is weak. After all, when we first met, we spoke so brief. You sang a sonnet, well, I hummed Sweet Relief. Do you recall the night we took the L out into Bushwick? Well, it was colder than hell. So maybe there you should have stopped, 'cause I'm left here feeling like a cop, because my love is strong and my heart is weak. After all, into the other side of the states returned, I met a young girl. Well, I couldn't manage her, because I think of you in every girl I meet. There's no relief, it sounds to me just as sweet. So maybe I'm the fool for feeling used, but the way we kissed that night, I thought you knew, because my love is strong and my heart is weak. After all,
Wow.
Wowzers. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm loud.
Oh my God. That was
incredible.
so beautiful.
Thanks.
My goodness.
That sounded so incredible. It's amazing that
You can just do
Yeah,
that.
it sucks.
How do you just do that?
I was a very loud child.
I don't think they
terribly
all
loud.
sing well just because they're loud, though.
But it helps.
Does it?
Yeah. I'm just really extroverted, and it's a problem.
No, it's
No.
actually really comforting. You have a fantastic voice. It's incredible and a really great personality to match it.
Keep going.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like you're
There's
really
more.
good. Like I
No,
really
all
feel
of it.
good about you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Shoot, man.
You can leave here feeling really good
Yeah,
today.
you should feel
Okay,
good
good.
about
No, it was-
yourself.
So, I mean, that note you held, Jesus, so fucking
Yeah.
powerful. It's just, I envy like what you can do.
Same. Was that about Rob?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all about Rob now.
Okay.
They're
good.
all about Rob.
Yeah.
I thought so.
That sweet kiss we shared in Bushwick on that cold night.
Do your kids show any signs of?
Both of them take an interest in piano.
Yeah.
I've put Thor in almost every music video since he
Really?
was little, and it's just an excuse to finance a really artful family photo or video. You know, it's like
That's sweet.
just watching his phases come up from 3 to now 8. It's cool. Yeah.
Aw.
Does he
He's my
sing?
little- Yeah, he sings. He's a goofball. They're both just little punkers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. They're
But they
kids.
like piano. Thor's been picking out melodies and kind of, doing that whole thing that they're surrounded by instruments,
Right.
And synthesizers and drums
And
and
congos.
guitars
So
and all
cool.
that stuff. Yeah. So they
What
can
do they pick when they get to choose what they listen to, though?
Thor's favorite band right now is the Hives,
Mhm.
which is a great riff rock 2000s band, and I love that. Timo's favorite band is the Ramones, and that's just a
Really?
no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, he loves Blitzkrieg Bop
That's
just so much.
cute.
He listens
That
to
is
that
so
song,
cool.
and they both listen to my music a lot. But that's, I think, partly because they get to see themselves in the music videos,
Yeah.
which is a good trick.
Yeah, of course.
I think.
That's very exciting for children.
Yeah. They're like, oh, look how cool I look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Totally.
well, Rob's always like, because Cal listens to what Rob listens to.
Mhm.
And his musical taste is, I was going
It's just
give a
listening to
compliment, but-
Radiohead.
Oh,
No, I
hold it
stopped
in.
myself.
Hold it in, Rachel.
Excellent.
Calvin loves Delta Spirit too.
Yeah.
He's never said
Mostly
that.
the songs
I'm
I
just
don't
kidding.
write.
It's
Right.
on his list. He made a list the other week of
Yeah.
like favorite music and bands.
Mm-hmm.
You're in there.
Nice.
That's so cute.
We want to see this list
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
for recommendations.
My
Totally.
kids don't listen to the music I listen to.
Cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Okay.
think.
They
My
don't-
daughter asked me yesterday, she goes, Mom, can you put on one of your playlists? I want to hear what you're listening to. She's like,
Mhm.
but
I
like
love
your
that.
main playlist. And I was like, how do you pick a main playlist?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
You
if
got to do your
You
top.
can just
your,
make one.
Your
no,
top
but like if you
hits.
have a compilation of like top 10 all-time favorites, right? I feel like that can
You've
be
for sure made that for every guy you've dated.
obviously.
You have
So
it.
there's like
What?
20
Every year.
No, but I think that's kind of a good. And then when like inappropriate things come on, it goes over her head.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't change it. I mean, you change it or not?
I don't actually.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But she knows what bad words are and
Yeah.
she doesn't repeat them and she doesn't, you know what I mean?
Same.
Yeah.
It's
You know
remarkable
what bad
how,
words are.
how well oh no. Sorry. my 8-year-old doesn't, he hears me cuss like a pirate and then he doesn't repeat it. He
Right.
just knows that he can't use those words or
Yeah. Right.
shouldn't use those words.
Yeah.
Because you sound like an idiot and just lets me sound like an idiot. Yeah.
It's like, oh, leave that to dear old dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they, as long as,
Mm,
don't get her started.
Mhm.
My
Her
little one
boys.
goes like this all day at school and goes there. You're all buttholes, and he'll
and
be like,
flips everybody
yeah,
off.
and he'll be like, what the fuck is going on in here?
Nice.
And I'm like, we cannot get him to stop.
She'd dress him like a mobster. Like when he talks, like, I can just
Yeah.
picture that.
Roll up a
He
pack
is.
of
Like,
cards.
yeah.
And
He
he's
is a
like-
boss.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It's not that it's not that big of a
He's
deal.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I bet Timo's gonna do that. He's running around going like, I'm a bad guy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
also like he saw ghosts.
Right.
I let him watch Shark Week and now he's like, there's
What?
blood in the water.
You let him watch
There's
Shark
sharks
Week?
in the ocean.
Do you not?
Wait, what am I
Yeah, it's
talking
fine.
We just
about? They don't do
watched
He's not
anything on there.
scared
It's not
about
like
it.
watching Jaws. In my mind, I went Jaws, and it's
But he
not.
sees like sharks and he's like, oh, you can get eaten. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah,
obsessed with
Shepard
death.
was scared at the beach yesterday. He was like, sharks. And we're like, no. And then 2 dolphins come with the fins. He's like, sharks. I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Not quite.
But whatever. I'm a little scared of sharks now after watching Shark Week. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I love Shark Week.
I do
you
too.
Is it your favorite week?
It happens around my birthday
Right,
in
it's
July, so
July,
it just kind of marks the year for me.
You're like, here we go.
It was my
Oh,
favorite
Shark
week. I
Week?
remember being a kid and staring at that old school giant, like we had like one of those old school vinyl textured like big screen TVs, and we would just watch Shark Week and then go to the pool and have fun and go to the beach and try to find one.
I'm not scared of sharks. I don't feel that we belong in the ocean.
But why?
Because the ocean is like another world and they all live in it. That's their world. I'm
Mhm.
not saying I don't go in,
You do.
but what?
you go in.
I know, but I also like respect it in the sense that like we're not really supposed to be in there.
We come from the ocean. Like all life comes from the ocean, right? It's
Is that where it
beautiful.
started?
Yeah.
I think I don't see it as we're not supposed to be in it. I think we should honor it and be respectful of it. But I
I
think
don't think it's our world. It's their world. That's my opinion.
That's a nice opinion to have. Well, that's an opinion.
It's an opinion.
yeah, it's an opinion.
Hey.
I love surfing so much and living
you're
in
a surfer,
Yeah.
yeah.
So living in Texas,
No,
it's
I
been
respect
hard.
it. That's super fun.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
surfed. Like I've done it all. I do it all.
Yeah.
I just have like this,
He's done it all.
I've done it all.
All of it.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah.
Accomplished a lot.
I've done
Yes.
it all.
Yes,
done it
you have.
all.
We have all done it.
All of it.
Been in the ocean. But the
Yeah.
whole submersion.
Been in the
submersion.
ocean. I've swam with sharks.
Really?
Yeah,
I want to do that.
I don't.
you can do it.
Was it scary?
No, it really wasn't.
Was it a majestic experience?
It was memorable
Cool.
for sure, but you know what you're swimming with.
Yeah.
Like
I
you-
hope so.
No,
An
but
animal
I
that
mean,
will eat you if they can.
they're like there's some great whites jump in. It's like just like reef sharks and nurse sharks
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Where did you do it?
In Tahiti and in the Caribbean somewhere. Like,
So you did it twice?
I've done it twice.
Wow.
I have no
One was on
desire.
accident, like there were just nurse sharks like all over, and then one was intentional.
So
Was
you're
that
like in a
in
cage.
Tahiti?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
'Cause they
everywhere.
do that on purpose. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
I didn't
cool.
Love
like it's
that.
intentional. I mean,
It's
you didn't love
scary.
that?
I didn't love the shark swimming by. Those kind of freaked me out a little bit, but I still went in the water.
Yeah.
Do you find that you're more risk averse now in your life?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
we have kids.
There was a point I was gonna I wanted to go skydiving
Me
so
too.
bad, and
Not
now
anymore.
I'm
Nope.
totally
Zero.
good.
100% same page as
Totally
you.
pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's-
I do think once you have kids, it just changes.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just get older and you're like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I'm cool on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started to like do some things this summer where I was like, I can still like use it or lose it, Matt. One of them was I dropped into a bowl skateboarding, which I've done
How'd that go?
Oh, great. Totally
okay.
fine. And then there's this beautiful municipal swimming pool that's spring fed in Austin called Barton Springs.
Mhm.
It's amazing. And I had been able to do a 1.5 off that diving board when I was a kid. I was like, I'm going to fucking do this. And I did it. No problems. It
Yeah.
was great. And then the week before I left on this trip, that tree swing I was talking about, I totally fell out of that tree.
No.
Oh no.
Like
What?
15 feet.
No.
And totally could have
Ooh.
broken my back.
That hurts.
I
As an
fell
adult.
out of a tree, through a tree, and landed
my
in like a
God.
kiddie pool worth of water. And I was like, I'm too old
To be doing
to be
this
doing
shit.
this shit. Yeah. I like,
But you didn't get hurt.
no.
But you
Oh,
could've.
no, I did. I was limping for like a week. I could have been really like,
Yeah,
really
you
hurt
could have
for a
really
long
something
time.
serious.
No, I have to
Yeah.
say, like, recently, like, I was at the lake or whatever, and we were jumping off. It was probably 20 feet or something into the
Yeah.
water. I'm like, yeah, of course I can do it. But I did it. And after, I was sort of, God, you guys,
Oh no.
I feel like such an old lady because I had gotten like water in my
your
ears
ear.
and up my nose. And it was so painful.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't hear for like 24 hours.
Oh no.
Oh,
But I
That's
didn't.
awful.
I didn't like. I didn't want my daughter because we were jumping off and whatever. I didn't want her to know. Like you could potentially there could be something negative about it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
So I
you
kept
just
to
kept
myself.
it to yourself?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it hurt so bad.
Wait, I'm dying. Just you're like, what?
I know.
I'm
I was
fine.
hopping on, trying to get
Was it
out.
just air pressure like from dropping into the water?
Yeah, like that hard and going
Yeah.
down that far,
Oh, boy.
And I tried
Yeah.
to
That
do
sounds
the like
horrible.
scuba dive method, but it all went to shit. I also have chronic sinusitis. I think
What's sinusitis?
you guys, this is the
This is
thing.
Do you have to get a surgery?
No. No, it's just chronic sinus stuff.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
whenever
I don't think
she's
that helps.
tired, I'm like, are you sick?
No,
Because she'll all of a
I'll just
sudden
sneeze
sound.
and sound
yeah.
sick if I don't sleep.
Oh,
This
wow.
is
We
aging.
could really,
I
you
think
guys-
this is aging.
This
it's
is
like,
the
oh, well, I just
conversations
got to
we
pop
have
my
now.
This
hip
is
back
yeah, it's
in
like, did
before
you refi over the pandemic? Did
Did
These are the
you?
conversations people want
What
to hear.
hurts now?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Anyway.
it's a thing.
But yeah,
Mhm.
you do things that you did when you were younger, and there are sometimes repercussions.
There's
Yeah.
a lot I can't do.
But that's
Like
always,
stay up
I'm just
past
kidding.
10.
Y'all. So touring with kids, to jump back to that, and
Yeah.
sleeping, it's really great to bring your kids on work trips just to show them the experience, but also like no sleep sucks.
Oh,
And
Horrible.
an 8-year-old seminal experiences, but a 3-year-old is a waking nightmare.
oh
Yeah.
I'm just glad the Frozen's in the headphones and stuff, but the traveling with kids. We're actually going to finish this tour, and then we'll have a 24-hour turnaround before we go on our Norwegian vacation. We're actually going to
vacation.
good.
chill,
Okay.
but the
Norwegian.
travel.
So you lived there,
We lived in Oslo.
and
yeah.
was it amazing? Because isn't that one of the countries that's supposed to be the happiest?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the happiest. I think growing up, I grew up in both Dana Point,
Oh,
California,
Yeah.
Orange County, and
Yeah.
then Austin, Texas. So like
Okay.
half of those places.
yeah.
Both of those states are super diverse. All of America is so diverse.
Mhm.
It's more exotic to be like from a homogenous culture. And I think Californians get really excited about like, oh, you're from this amazing place.
Right.
And I am no exception to that. I love like homogeny or whatever, like where everybody is kind of the same. And the Norwegians are great at they pick the same potato chip. Everybody eats the same potato chips, and they're delicious potato
Are they
chips.
just
They're like
plain?
kettle cooked.
But are they just
Yum.
plain potato chips, or are they
Do they have like
flavored?
salted ones, and then they have like another more seasoned option?
Okay, but
And
But
then-
that's it.
But that's it.
I mean, there are other options, but everybody eats those. They all celebrate Christmas the same way, and
What's
so
that?
it's just your usual, most white bread Christmas ever.
Okay.
And it's really cozy because everybody's just kind of like all of the TV is just Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. And you just know that every single family is like doing it the same way, like getting really cozy. And it's like a whole week-long experience. And then they are starting to that culture is starting to adopt things like Halloween.
Mm.
So Oslo Halloween, you're bringing your kids trick-or-treating, but they never had like the fear aspect. So it's a bowl of open candy unwrapped.
Oh,
Unwrapped.
So children are just like grabbing loose M&Ms.
wow.
Wow.
That's a lot
That's
of
a lot
faith.
of trust.
That's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
it's a lot
trust.
of faith.
Yeah, that's cool,
but it's
though.
like
That's
you're just so
great.
ingrained. Like there's candy fentanyl in this in this
We've
candy
had
or whatever.
this. Yeah.
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 Olivia's on that train too.
She's scared of every piece of candy.
I'm not
Wrapped.
But I think it's
No,
only
I'm not.
happened like twice in the U.S. If that.
On accident, I think.
Yeah,
as well. Yeah.
What?
And it's like it's like a dad doing it on purpose to this kid.
Two as one kid.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what it was?
Something like that. But
Yeah.
their
I'm
neighbors
afraid of
aren't
food coloring.
neighbors aren't
period.
doing that.
Oh yeah, I know. The red.
They can't eat Skittles anymore.
No.
Who can't eat
There's
Skittles?
a
No one
brand that makes it
should.
like the
It's like
better
poison.
version of it. Well, there's a lot of things here that are banned in other countries because
Yeah,
it
because
has
of the food
poison.
coloring.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's a
Skittles.
thing.
Yeah.
In particular, one.
Do you
high
not
up there.
give Briar Skittles?
I mean, she hasn't had them since I read that. I don't think, but they do have a version that's
Yeah.
like made better.
Calvin had them for the first time last week.
They're
What do you think?
delicious. I love a
He
Skittle.
loved it. It was at the Dr. Dog show. It was to bribe him to stay awake.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
No, if you look at, I think if you eat them sporadically and not a lot, you're okay. It's not
Yeah.
like your kids are eating Skittles every day.
We used to just all smoke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, trust.
And we lived
Yeah.
into our 90s, some of us,
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah.
I know.
All the
Yeah.
things.
I know.
So you probably survived Skittles if you don't eat them every day. Yeah.
They're like, what got her? Skittles.
Yeah.
It was the Skittles.
Not the lead.
Not the 3
No, but
packs
if you
of
start
cigarettes
paying
a day.
attention
when
to
she,
all
yeah.
these things, like now I'm like, we're only getting glass water bottles.
Oh, no, it's all a thing.
Everything.
Yeah.
We don't need to bore you with that.
We could.
I'm not being bored.
Sinusitis
Because we
and
could,
plastic.
we're like,
And
what's in
microplastics.
your kid's lunchbox?
Microplastics.
Yeah.
Do you guys have the cool? Oh yeah, microplastics.
Do we have the cool what?
Do you guys have those cool metal lunch boxes?
Of course. The
Yeah,
planet box?
Yeah, the planet boxes
Yeah.
are so awesome.
You know why I love it though?
Why?
Because I have a Virgo brain and I love the little compartments to
I like
organize
Yes.
for lunch. It brings me joy.
Yeah.
I'm a
We
real-
get down like that.
A real wild one.
You want to do one more real quick?
Yeah, let me do one more. You know this song? It's called Friends. It's for you, Rob. My favorite person on this show. You guys are close second, tied for second.
We accept.
Yeah, okay. Remember the first time that we got acquainted? You fell out of my window, I hadn't laughed like that in ages. Folding out of histories, finding all the common stages. It's how it is. Friends like this are meant together, and you know the reason for every lyric that I wrote. The counting cadence and the rhythm schemes that you like. I'd give it all to you if you ever had the time. It's how it is. Friends like this are meant together. The look you gave that saved my forgotten words, and all the moments that we took it on the line. You were always there for me even when I lost my mind. It's how it is. Friends like this are meant together. Yeah. There you go. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.